Hello guys, welcome to Edwin's reaction channel. I want to show you the reaction between the American and the Black American towards ultimatum 24 hours issued by the Iran towards America. This is like things are reacting very fast because each and every country is trying to weigh it out towards another country. We remember how Donald Trump really reacted about giving the Iran 48 hours, but Iran responded within that 24 hours. Toward this, an alternative from Donald Trump. So business like this, Iran really don't fear Americans. These two countries are giving the citizens a hard time. This fight is really affecting all over the world. Kindly visit the video.
Good morning, my name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
All right, so I'm here for a follow-up video, and all I can say is mission accomplished, people. Mission accomplished. I'm gonna get out the car real quick. There's no line. The very first time that I ever came here, it was right around this time. It's Saturday, March 7th. It's about 1:45 right now, and the very first time I came here right around this time. It was on a Saturday. The line was all the way to this dentist place that's like over my shoulder over here. And when I saw that, I just drove right through the parking lot. I'm like, dude, I'm not about to, sit in that line. And here we are, Saturday. Saturday, 1:45. Absolutely no line. This is that dentist place that I was saying that the line came all the way back to. And then the line went all the way over there. So, Destination Smokehouse is now Destination Ghost House. We did it.
So, let me get this straight. You're telling me that Mr. Tendernism don't own the restaurant that has gone viral because of the meat falls off of the bone?
Boy, look here, this is tendernism at its best.
And that this man is the owner? So this whole time, we thought Unc was the one who was getting the profits, the benefits, the financial rewards, but yet it's the owner. Unc ain't nothing but the mascot. Unc ain't nothing but the face of the restaurant. Unc got the secret recipe. Now that Keith Lee exposed them in an indirect way, because God works in mysterious ways. Let me tell you what happened in case you missed it for the people in the back. Keith Lee, the famous food reviewer, went to the restaurant to try the food for the first time and to also leave Unc a $4,000 tip. But Mr. Tendernism was busy and security said no.
Kindly wait, there is so many things you have to know in this video. Continue watching.
And then after the fact, the owner found out what happened. And then he made a video.
If I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done.
But ever since I reached out to him, I've gotten zero response.
That video looked like a hostage situation.
We thought he was a regular customer, so we treated him like a bag of dog shit.
And that's how all of this came to the light. So now we have learned that Unc ain't nothing but the cook. We at least thought that he was a partner.
I hope and I pray that he's getting compensated handsomely.
How much is Unc making? Did Unc at least get a $25,000 bonus for all the money that has come into this restaurant? So let me explain why people are upset and this story is going viral. It's because this is way too familiar to people like us, where we don't get the credit, but we doing all the work in the back. And so now, effective immediately, this restaurant is canceled. The 15 minutes of fame is over, baby. Because now we all know the truth. Who's really banking from this restaurant. And it ain't Mr. Tendernism.
See, this is how you know that Unc, Mr. Tendernism, really left an impression on millions of people around the world that when he leaves, we all leave. Yes, Destination Smokehouse has been empty for the last couple days, if you've seen any videos, because Unc is no longer with Destination Smokehouse. He's with himself, Mr. Tenderism. So that's how you know he made this spot definitely worth it. But now Unc is doing his own thing. He's spreading his own wings, and he's going to be making that own money and getting that credit he really deserves. So good on you, Unc, for doing what you got to do to make that money and spread tendernism all over the world.
Let y'all know I got to eat a little bit this morning. This oxtail. Just a black diamond. I got to test it. Y'all know I got to test it.
Wow. Shake that for me, Walt, so people can see it fall off the bone. Wow, that's crazy.
Wait a minute.
Wow, it's peeling again.
Look at that.
Wow. Hey, one more time, my friend. What's that red on that oxtail for everybody?
Just smoke.
It's fully cooked, though, right? We just have to be clear. People are wondering, is that cooked all the way?
Look, sir. If it wasn't cooked, it wouldn't come off this bone like that.
Ragu.
Now, see, this a bone, meat. You can't have raw meat, it won't come off the bone. But this right here,
wow,
definitely fully cooked. It's finna get fully ate, too.
Destination Smokehouse is exactly why I make videos. Unc Tenderism is exactly why I make videos about white people in America. And y'all get mad, y'all fight with me in my comments, but let me explain to you what happened. There's a black man who was so passionate about his product that we thought he owned the place. That's how he showed up to work for somebody else. And culturally, to be black in America is to have an uncle exactly like that. So he gained respect and notoriety. People took flights to go try this man's food. To be black in America and have a black-owned business, you will be supported because the black dollar is so powerful. But guess what, though? Behind the scenes is a white man using him like he's somebody's fucking Bojangles. And I'm pissed about it. I had to calm down before I wrote this because I'm passionate about it. This man's intellectual property was used. To be black in America is to be exploited for something that comes from inside of you. When everybody tries to say we don't have culture, our intellectual property is our culture. Our dance is our culture. Our style of dress is our culture. Y'all take it every day, time and time again, and the story is as old as fucking time. Tenderism is being used not only for barbecue, but for everything. Widespread across America. Not only kept in our culture, and it's not appreciated, it's appropriated. You allowed him to be the face of your brand, make your brand money, and we don't even know where that money is going. All those black people that traveled there to try that food, to put money into that business, was because of that black man, and we don't even know if his life has changed in any capacity or if you are sucking every dollar he can make you out of him. Does he own it? It needs to be known. We had Keith Lee about to give him $4,000, and you sat up next to the black man who led the charge in making your business money, to talk about another black man. And that man was the most silent he has been ever on any video. Quiet. No jumps, no throwing hats, no smacking his feet, no smacking his knee, no nothing. Quiet. And something about black people that y'all don't know is we do experience telekinesis, and we can look at our uncle and know sums up. A Caucasian is afoot. The moment y'all decide to stop exploiting us, and I'm so glad what was in the dark came to the light and you were exposed, because I'm sure your bottom line will be done after this. All that money you made, you're going to have to pay it back. See, ancestors don't play about us. You fucked up, as y'all typically do. And when I make these videos about white people, y'all have a problem. Example A. Stop exploiting black people for their God-given intellectual property and sense of culture tied to their creativity. Now what you gonna do?
So the white dude who owns Destination Smokehouse has gotten rid of Unc, the original Mr. Tenderism, you know, because it's clear that with all the backlash, you know, from people going like, we don't want to see you on screen, we want to see Unc. The white dude, the owner, was getting more and more screen time. He got jealous of Unc getting so much attention and so much love from social media. And he said, hey, I own this business. I don't want this man to be the face of it. I'm the face. This is my business. Even though Unc gave him the idea for the business. And it looks like Unc probably said, hey, you know, I have brought so much attention and so many customers to your business. Without me, none of this would be possible, which is true. I need a bigger cut. I want to be a partner in this venture. So how do we do this? And white dude went like, you know, that would be fair. That would be fair to you, and it would be the right thing to do, but I don't want to do that. I'm too greedy. I'm going to be the face of this company now. I'm going to get rid of you, and I will become known as Mr. Tenderism. That's what I'm assuming happened, something along those lines. When all, you know, Unc, as much as I hate to say this, you know, he's an old man. He looks like he's 75, 80, you know. He probably doesn't have too many years left. What this dude should have done is the right thing. Said, hey, I'll make you a partner for the next 5 years, whatever, or give you this much of a cut of every dime that comes through here until you're gone. You know? Because that's just the reality of life, is we only live so long, and, you know, Unc is old. But he should have done the right thing. But greed and jealousy and ego, it is a terrible thing. So destination cancellation seems to be the next step in this whole thing, this whole saga, if you want to call it. Damn. You fucked up, my man.
So apparently the guy that is controlling Unc for that restaurant, the one that he goes online and he says tenderism, apparently the owner of that restaurant trademarked that word, tenderism. Meaning that, unfortunately, Unc, if he leaves, decides to do his own thing, goes his own direction, tries to blow up on his own, tries to get away from the restaurant or whatever the case is. I mean, not even just for anything petty, just trying to grow on his own. I mean, the guy's very old, so I don't know how much he would go in that direction, you know, but honestly, now he has even less of an opportunity to do so because of the fact that his own trademark word that he would say after the meat would fall off the bone is now trademarked by his, what can only be described as of now, being his handler. Which, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. The owner wants to be the star. He's dancing in the videos now. He's hanging out. He's having Unc record him now. Like, Yeah, it's clear as day what's going on in that restaurant, and even though the food is good, like the publicity on it now, I mean, I just wouldn't go there. I just wouldn't go there at all to support that, especially the fact that he essentially stripped everything from Unk, so Unk could do his own thing. Which I'm saying Unk, I don't know his name, but that's what he goes by online. So yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yo, why are we seeing the owner of Destination Smokehouse Destination, the guy who owns the restaurant, well, Unk, aka Mr. Tendernism Works, why are we seeing him in videos now? Why are we still hearing from him? Why is he doing Mr. Tendernism's shtick? Why? It's fake. It's appropriation. It's vulturing. It's copying. And he's not even trying to. Why are we seeing the owner of Smokehouse, Destination, whatever? Why he in the videos? I even saw a video of Mr. Tendernism videotaping the Smokehouse Destination, the Destination Smokehouse guy. Unk had the video camera videotaping him. He was behind the camera, while the owner was doing his shtick, reviewing the food, and the stomping and calling Mr. Tendernism bro, his bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We've seen this happen far too many times, man. Mr. Tendernism, I'm not even talking to him anymore because apparently he loves being in that position where his talent and all that just being used and abused and taken advantage of. But we actually seeing the owner of it in videos now. When at first it was all about Mr. Tendernism. Now he's trying to steal his flow, his shine, his swagger, but he can't steal his swagger because he doesn't have it. But damn. All praises to the Most High.
There has been tons of discussion on the situation between Destination Smokehouse and Mr. Walter Johnson, aka Mr. Tendernism, including the video I posted 2 days ago. I thought, as someone who's been in the food industry for over 2 decades, I think there are 3 very important things that restaurant owners can learn from this situation. Number 1, if you want to be the face of your brand, do it from the beginning. Do it from day one. If an employee or partner becomes the personality that people connect with, all of a sudden you get jealous and start jumping in front of the camera, it feels disingenuous and people can see right through that. Lesson 2, and I think this is the most important lesson, give credit and opportunity to the people that help you grow. Yes, we know you put in money to start a business. We know how hard it is. But if someone on your team brings energy, popularity, and their amazing personality and ideas and food, acknowledge it. Sometimes that means more responsibility, sometimes bonuses, and sometimes partnerships, especially in the case of Destination Smokehouse. When the business grows, the people that helped you grow the business should grow too. And lesson 3, take accountability quickly. We all screw up. We all say things we wish we didn't say. Trying to rewrite the story or double down online usually makes the story so much worse. In the restaurant business, your reputation is always on the line. When lightning strikes and your place goes viral, how you treat the people around you will determine whether that success continues to thrive. Ride the lightning, man. Just ride the damn lightning and share some of the success. And I'll tell you this, because I love you guys.
The Tendernism and Destination Smokehouse have parted ways. Here, come here for a second. This is really interesting. So Walter Johnson, the guy who's known for the picking up the meat and that thing going, Tendernism, posted a video saying that he has separated from Destination Smokehouse. Well, here's the first thing you have to know. The parting did not seem like it was in good faith, and it seemed pretty sour. At least that's the way the social media is framing it. So if social media is framing it like that, that's not good. I watched them drop from 1.1 million to 1 million, and that was only about 12 hours ago. There's a good chance that they're going to fall under 1 million today. But if we're looking at the actual business, here's where things get a little bit tricky. So Tendernism got a trademark and it rightfully went back to Walter Johnson. Now, anybody that knows the business, that knows restaurants, you actually don't make that much money off of restaurants. And for day-to-day operations as a restaurant, the only thing you need is the local pull to survive as a restaurant. So where they had a real opportunity to make a lot of money was in merch. Now, I didn't really follow the situation clearly. I know they had those hashtag Tenderism shirts. I think that they were just about to kickstart like their actual big merch campaign. So right off the bat, that is going to fall apart. If they invested a lot of money into it, it's going to slow down sales because Walter was the main attraction and him being gone is going to slow any type of brand deal or sales that they're going to get. The second thing is that the restaurant is most likely going to go back to normal and they'll probably survive. Now, the reason I say this is because restaurants aren't really good at handling big loads of people every day, and people were flying in from across the nation just to check this place out. If we're being honest, that's not sustainable for any restaurant, and whether Walter was going to eventually leave or not, this was eventually going to fade out because that's what trends do. So, are they going to go out of business? Probably not. Did they miss an opportunity for millions in a cash grab? Absolutely. However, for Walter, this is a great thing because that means that he gets to reap the benefits of his tenderism and gets to share his charisma with the world and rightfully profit off what he was able to create online. The reason you know this is because you follow me for business and finance knowledge.
What we are witnessing is an old black man being used as a mascot for another man, white man's restaurant. Had it not been for food reviewer Keith Lee, most of us wouldn't have known it. He's in Hawaii right now, but he went to Destination Smokehouse to meet Unc, Mr. Tendernism himself, a guy who loses his mind every time the ribs fall off the bone. So Keith went there to review the food and gave an honest review, talked about how good the food was, but that it wasn't near as tender as what it is in the videos. Even was going to give him thousands of dollars in tips. They refused to let him give Unc the money. Here's the truth behind the whole thing. Mr. Tendernism doesn't own the restaurant. He is simply an employee. This man in this video is the owner, and this was his response to Keith Lee's review.
If I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done. But ever since I reached out to him, I've gotten zero response. I thought I was very respectful. From what I've watched from the review, it just didn't seem like he really captured what it's like when you come to this place. It's just disappointing that as popular as people can be on social media, people don't know everybody.
Yeah, Mr. Tendernism, Unc Tendernism, whatever you call him, he is not the owner. He is simply an employee. And because he's blown up and become so famous online, this restaurant owner is now using this man as his mascot.
Listen, you guys got to give me some positive compliments.
You all want to help something? Send some good comments.
we in the southern part of California.
Come down to Destination. It's in the southern part of California, City View, very epic.
This is my brother. He my Ace Boone Coon.
You my brother, you my Ace Boone Coon.
Please don't use Coon, because that's what we're thinking is the kind of relationship that you have. This guy, Nick Upremian, I think he's Armenian. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I-A-N or Y-A-N means they're usually Armenian, like the Kardashians, like Cher is Sarkisian. Those, whenever you see that last name, those kind of last names, that means they are Armenian. So they're in California. Destination Smokehouse is the barbecue place. And there's a big controversy going on with him and this guy, Walter Johnson, little old black dude, real cool looking black dude, is very, funny guy. And I've been watching this old brother for like months on end on social media. Because he's always like demonstrating the barbecue coming off the bone. I'm thinking he's the guy barbecuing. I thought he had his own barbecue shop. I go, man, I'd love to go there, because he's funny and he's always peeling watch this, and the meat falls off the bone. I'm like, oh, shoot, I wonder where this is at. So now I haven't watched in a while, and I see this dude, this white, he's doing stuff with this dude, white dude. I'm like, what's going on here? And all of a sudden I hear comments like, yo, he's just using this brother. He's not the brother, the black dude's not the real owner. I'm like, oh, so this guy doesn't own a barbecue shop, a barbecue restaurant. It's the guy that's the white guy in the black shirt. I was like, what the is going on? And it looks like, to me, everybody has their perspective. It looks like kind of slave master, slave type shit. You understand? Almost like Samuel Jackson, remember, and Leonardo DiCaprio. It looks like that. And people are coming out and say, hey, man, don't be letting them use you. You're looking like a mascot. We don't want you to get sir. We care about this elder. We are tired of black folks being used for their, their talent and not getting properly compensated. Maybe there was a deal that we don't know about. And he said, hey, I would love to advertise for your restaurant. And would you let me do that? Maybe he did that. All right. Because he is the owner, but maybe he did that and we don't know that part. Because a lot of times these videos aren't contextual. We don't know the story. So I'm covering my ass to make sure, like, maybe this was an agreement that they had and all we saw was him as the front man, Walter Johnson. So I'm just checking because that. If he is treating them like we need to not go to no Destination Smokehouse. We need to not go there. We should not patronize that place. That. But if he is treating the guy right and they have a deal, then, hey, why not? But this is, me. This is looking real. Is you ain't my baby. Baby, please don't let me down. You understand? So you guys let me know your comments, man.
Bro, thank God I didn't go try that Destination Smokehouse. First of all the homies that tried it said it was not that good. The homie Cam went all the way over there with his dumb ass and brought back some food, and I had some of the brisket, and it was like just brisket. You know what I'm saying? He said everything else was just mid. I'm like, I'm gonna drive 2.5 hours over there, but I really wanted to go because of Unc. I'm like, bro, he's cool as fuck, and it's like you just want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And he's gassing it. He's gassing it. I believe him. But now seeing how everything ended out, thank God. Save me some gas money. It didn't put no money in that evil motherfucker's pockets. Fuck Destination Smoke.
I'm coming to you as me. Just me. Not sassy, all the bullshit, just me. And I want you to know everything that happened with Mr. Tenderism and the Destination Barbecue is 100% your fault, social media's fault, and this app's fault. Everything was fine until the black folk found out that he didn't own that barbecue restaurant and he had a white slave master behind him forcing him to do everything. I bet you that relationship with them was just damn fine, but y'all could not fucking stand that wasn't his restaurant, and all the bullshit that Keith Lee and all the bullshit that went on in this fucking app, you destroyed that. You destroyed it. And you want to act like, oh, this white man's going to steal it. They've been stealing all of our inventions for years. They've been stealing everything from us for years. Just because somebody may know how to do something, they also may not know how to go about doing it, okay? I can have the brain power to fucking think of a remote control fucking ceiling fan, but I don't have the engineering experience, the backing, the money, and all that other brain power that fucking goes into it. Okay, so if that was the equal partnership, y'all fucking ruined it. You ruined it based on fucking race. That man probably left on his own. Mr. Tenderism, y'all got under his skin. He thought, oh yeah, I'm going to go get my own. I'm going to go do my own. Let's see if y'all fucking support him now. Let's see if you show up for that old man and buy his stuff, crowdfund for him, GoFundMe's for that man to make his own restaurant. Because I guarantee you won't. Because there's no fucking racism in it for you. There's no fucking clicks and views in it for you if the boogeyman fucking white man is not behind the scenes running the game. Y'all did this to that fucking old man. And possibly a great friendship that him and that Destination Smokehouse owner had. You fucking did it. So go support him now. Go on over there and do it, because that's what y'all encouraged. That's what you encouraged him to do. Take y'all's asses over there and give that man some fucking money. We'll see the fucking truth. Y'all won't support him because there ain't shit in it for.
The story of tenderism is actually a perfect example of God's timing. I finally wanted to say something about the situation because I just love the glow up that Walter Johnson is actually experiencing right now. So we all know the story about how this man pretty much came into that business, breathed life into it, changed the trajectory of the business and made it successful. The part to me that really stands out about this story is we all know that we receive signs from God when we're not supposed to be at a place, we're not supposed to be around certain people. But due to loyalty and our attachment to people, we oftentimes don't really adhere to the signs. When Keith Lee came to that business and all that situation happened, that changed everything. What may have first looked like some internet drama really was a new chapter. Now he ain't working at nobody's restaurant no more. He's traveling, doing new business ventures, making a brand around tendonism. See, because sometimes we have a plan that we think is going to work for us, and then there's God's plan, which is always better and always more abundant. And that's why this story really hits me to my core, because sometimes what looks like rejection is really God's redirection. Sometimes God will remove you from a situation so you can really walk into what's really meant for you. And now, the same man that was behind the scenes is stepping into the spotlight. That's not a coincidence. That's God's timing. And that's why you need to pay attention when God starts removing people from your life.
You see, man, Unc, Mr. Tenderism, he ain't gonna tell us what happened. He ain't like most people. He get fired from his job, something bad happened, he runs to the internet, exploiting them, looking for validation from other people, trying to dog them out for just to expose them. And he could have did all that, but Unc didn't do that. That man was terminated. And during his termination, you know what? He didn't seek revenge, bro. He kept it moving. And a lot of y'all watching this video can learn a lot from this old man right here. You know why? Because there ain't a lot of people like him on this earth left. The last of him is almost gone, almost completely extinct. People like this with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because see, he know how to move around. He didn't leave a job after he was terminated, bitter, out to seek revenge. He left with a smile on his head. He was in the kitchen the other day making 2 big old T-bone steaks for him and his significant other. That's how you move, and then you watch the blessings come in. And that's exactly what's happening to him. Now he's finna open up his own place right here in Houston with the help of Cartel Bo, man. And now look, Mr. Tenderism, Unc, as you guys call him, was recently asked in a few-minute interview, are you still with Destination Smokehouse? He simply said no. But if you watch the video, he wanted to go on and say something else, but his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding stopped him from going any further. He simply said no. And he did this little booyah dance. You see, we know he was terminated. We know why he was terminated. But see, you know what's going to happen? He's going to shine. While the other person who terminated him after they used him is going to get to watch him blow up. This man's page is at 160K in 1 week, man. Listen, he going to get the major support that he needs from everyone. And I mean everybody all over, because people didn't go to Destination Smokehouse for that other person. They went there for Unc. Most people didn't even want to go there to even eat the food. They wanted to go for Unc. People wanted to see Unc. And I promise you, when his operation opens up right here in Texas, I'm going to be one of the first ones right there with my phone out saying, Tenderism, fall off the bone. You can't trademark somebody's stuff and then think that they not finna come back. That's why it's called the official Tenderism, man. Good job, Unc, man. I'm praying for you, man. Keep doing your thing. And a lot of you young people, like I said earlier in this video, y'all can learn a lot from this man right here. Instead of when people do you wrong, you don't have to run to the internet to seek validation from a bunch of people that you never gonna meet in your life. You don't have to seek validation, man. Just keep it moving, man. At that man's age, that man is up there in age, and he got the motivation that I've never seen before. Some of these young people, 15, 20, 30, 40 years old, don't even have the drive that this man has, man. This man got fired and went home and made a couple T-bone steaks on the stove, man. See, y'all can learn a lot from him, man. You guys let me know in the comments what y'all think of this situation right here. Yes, we know he was fired, but the comeback, man, is going to be real. Because I've always been told, it's not how you fall, bruh. It's how you get back up. Brush yourself off and keep it pushing. Because believe you me, the people who fired him, oh, they watching. Trust me.